Hello, my name is Victoria Adame, and today I will be talking about criminological theories and what extent that criminological theories coincide with contemporary understandings of crime. And by doing this, I'm going to first break this question into two separate pieces in order for me and you to understand it. So first, it's criminological theories. Now, what are criminological theories? They are the theories of criminology that kind of give a purpose or a reason or an explanation for why people commit crimes. There are many broad categories. There are four main ones that I will be kind of generalizing today, even though many other theories also fall under these four branches. And then the second part of the question is how they coincide with the contemporary understandings of crime. So the contemporary understandings of crime are like globalization and technology, cultural and media influences, etc. Just how that works. So the first one I want to talk about is classical criminology. So this basically just says that crime is a rational choice that people make where they outweigh the costs and benefits. But this oversimplifies motivations. It ignores psychological and social factors that might also play a role in crime. So that's kind of there. The next one is positivist theories. This is basically saying that crime results from factors beyond an individual's kind of control. So this is supported by modern developments such as mental health research, other developments, but this ignores agency and social factors, which are also influential in the way people grow and commit crime. And the next one, the third one, is sociological theories. I know that there are other theories under the umbrella, but overall, this basically is stating that crime results from an individual's environment. So how they grew up, where they grew up, who they grew up around. And so it's a lot more focused on social influence. And then the last one is feminist and critical criminology, and this is used to address gendered and intersectional views of crime, abuse, discrimination, victimization, etc. So then the next question that I'm going to be discussing is which theory explains crime in the most logical way. So I believe that sociological theories explain crime in the most logical way. There are four different types of sociological theories, but they all kind of tie into that same environment plays the biggest role. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is strain theory, which is basically that environmental pressures add up on a person that lead them to a life of crime. I believe that this applies to a lot of lower level crime, such as drug dealing, theft, drug and alcohol abuse. There are a lot of pressures from your family, your job, other sources that cause stress, which lead people to outlets that can either help them financially or alleviate stress, such as drug and alcohol abuse. So that's something that is extremely prevalent, especially in lower income areas. The next part of that theory of sociological theories is social learning. So I'm pretty sure we've all heard the phrase, you are who you hang out with, and that is pretty true in my experience. So you will surround yourself with those who you agree or feel similarly to, which can lead to crime. If you are hanging out with not the best kids, then chances are you'll get kind of sucked into that, and so on and so forth. And the third theory as part of sociological theories is labeling theory. I personally don't believe that this is as strong as the others, just because I feel like you can overcome labels. However, if you are constantly being told you are something, eventually you will believe it and internalize it and use that as a reflection, and other people will also use that as a reflection. And then the last one, which is probably one of my stronger opinions, is Marxist theory, which is basically that capitalism is kind of the root of crime, and basically that people in power and laws are the ones who have more control over a system that penalizes the lower class and favors the higher class in many different things like crime and monetary value and stuff like that. So those are my answers to the questions, and thank you so much.